It is a burned out hulk, a wreck of a house smack in the middle of a nice residential neighborhood. And worse than its appearance, it has become a magnet for all kinds of crime and criminals. No matter how hard and how often neighbors have tried to get the city to do something about that house, nothing has changed. Kim Holland went on special assignment to find out why.
Residents in a southeast Albuquerque neighborhood had no problem spotting the flames and smoke spewing from this house.
A cloud of black smoke filling the entire everything outside.
A frantic 911 caller who was inside when the fire started prompted a dozen emergency vehicles to respond to 3100 San Joaquin Avenue Southeast.
Heavy black smoke pushing out all vent openings.
The fire ravaged the home. That was 2 years ago. And today, with its collapsed roof, the house remains unlivable. But that doesn't mean it's vacant. Since the fire, the house has become a magnet for transients and kids who like to party here.
Kids come over the wall and hang out in there. There have been taggers, graffiti.
Detectives confirm this is gang graffiti. Then just last month, another 911 call for a second fire.
Oh my God, it's jumping the fence, it's jumping the fence, oh my God.
We saw was like an ambulance go by and then the fire department, and it was crazy.
Firefighters say it's arson.
So I was right.
Neighbors say they've had enough.
It's a bad house. It's a great neighborhood. It's got one bad house, and that's it. After a couple of years of telling people it's a problem and nothing's done, now I'm ticked off.
The city is well aware of this property. When somebody lived here, the city cited that owner 8 times for having junk and cars on their property. Firefighters have been here twice, and police have checked out suspicious people on the property. The city has boarded up the house. We wanted to know why it hasn't been torn down. The code enforcement manager admits this house is an eyesore, a nuisance, and a danger. Since the 2 years you guys have found out about it, it's sat in disarray. How come the city hasn't done more?
Well, there's a process. We have to give the property owner a chance to take care of their property.
By law, the city had to give the owners, a woman in her 80s and her son, a year to fix the house. Well, that didn't happen, so the city condemned it, posted it substandard, and was ready to tear it down. That was 10 months ago. The city council could have voted to demolish the building at that time, but it postponed taking action 10 times.
What worries me the most is the roof.
The house is located in Councilor Ray Garduno's district. Why hasn't this building been demolished? Why is it still standing?
Well, the promise was that something would be done by the owners.
Garduno says the reason for the extension? The owner's son tried to sell the house and told Garduno there were some offers on the table that later fell through.
The city is not in the business of taking over property.
The last item on the agenda now.
But now the city council is done being patient. So on April 18th, the council voted unanimously to allow the owner to tear down the house. If that doesn't happen in about 30 days, the city will do it for them and put a lien on the property. As residents spruce up their houses this spring, they're ready for the biggest dump on the block to be history. Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
Through his realtor, the owner's son said he didn't want to talk to us.